Hello, everybody. It's Divine Official out here. I hope you all are having a good time, man. We're live here with Sound King.
Sound King, Secrets Matters.
Yeah. That's a nice intro. Well,
yeah.
Okay. We're live here with Sound King, man. It's a nice instrument. I'm actually glad I've seen this. I hope you get to give us some beautiful sound when the time comes.
When the time comes, you listen.
So what's your stage name? Let me assume I don't actually know you. I haven't seen you before.
All right, my official name is Sound King Secrets Matthias. It's all over my social page. That's the same name I use on as my stage name.
Okay. Yes, I think that's a beautiful name. Yes. Sound King sounds actually capturing.
Wow.
What actually inspired you to come up with that name? I think it's a beautiful name. It's a beautiful name itself.
I think what really inspired me to come up with that name is I hate noise.
Okay.
Yes, I like clean sound.
Okay.
So virtually when I was coming up, anything that makes noise gets me irritated.
Okay.
So at the point in my life, I said, okay, we have a media team in our church, of which every day of my life, when I get to the church, I do hear this kind of sound that it comes out from microphone and all that.
It makes you uncomfortable.
It got me really provoked. Whoa. And I said, from this day, I'll be a solution to anything sound.
Whoa.
And then by virtue of my coming up, I discovered that I love music.
Whoa. Okay.
So the sound is already inbuilt.
Okay.
Yes. Whoa. So developing the other aspects makes it.
Okay. That's actually a beautiful name. I like the fact that the name itself has a story behind it. You know, a lot of us come up with nicknames that we don't actually know what it means. But it's actually nice to know that the name itself, the Sound King itself, actually has a story behind it, and that's what actually makes it more inspiring.
Thank you.
Well, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to that. You have a guitar right here. I don't know what kind of music do you actually. What kind of music do you produce? What kind of music do you give out?
Yeah, my kind of music is more of soul music.
Okay, soul music.
That.
Wow. Just go on.
Okay.
Yeah, go on. Just keep going. Me? All right. This.
But is it okay now?
Is it okay? All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. You.
Yeah. What kind of music? Okay. Moving on to that. What kind of music do you produce? What kind of music do you put out there? Sound King.
My kind of music is more of like a soul music.
Okay, soul music.
A soul music doesn't have genre.
Okay.
I can use any genre as far as the message will be well passed across the society.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
I think that's a very good way to position yourself in such a way. It gives you diversity. In such a way you can go into any pattern of music.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes. But I'm more good at reggae music.
Okay.
Afro music, and then the likes of blues.
Wow.
Yes.
I think having more specification makes it much more easier, and then it helps you to specify, and then you get good at that.
Yeah.
You talked about you do reggae. So talking about reggae, should I be surprised or inspired by Bob Marley and the likes of that?
Yeah, I think my first inspirer comes from Lucky Dube.
Whoa, okay. I think that helps us move on to the question of what actually inspires you, or who actually inspires you in your music career. But let's move on to that too.
Yeah, it's Lucky Dube.
Whoa,
Right from point when I was coming up.
Okay.
I used to listen to. I have one of my brother. His name is Rimam Tatan. He do play this kind of Bob Marley kind of song,
music.
And then Lucky Dube. And I'm somebody who likes reality music.
Okay.
Yes, I don't really like music that is just about illusion. I love music that is more of reality, and reggae gives me that platform to express myself.
I like that.
Yes. So at the point in my life, I discovered Lucky Dube exists. Bob Marley exists, Peter Tosh exists, and I fall in love with their kind of music.
Okay, I think before now we had a conversation. And I remember clearly you talked about freedom.
Yeah,
freedom. Your music also has to do with freedom.
Yeah. I am a freedom fighter right from the beginning of the day I was born. Okay. I remember there was a time when at that age of 3, I was 3 years old, when me and my mom were to go to the farm to harvest some of the crops in the farm, and there's this conflict between the people in the land, the people in the society, and the Fulanis. So at the process when we were going, and my mom just greeted a Fulani man, and I was like, why? I spoke to her in after the Fulani man left. I now confronted her. I said, why will you talk to this kind of a person at the age of 3? Why will you talk to this person? Don't you know he's going to come and kill us? And if he kills us in this place, who will save us?
He recognizes your
My mom was just shocked.
Whoa.
So right from that point in time, I hate to see people cheated.
Okay.
Yes.
So that it's eventually, I think that very scenario changed your perspective about everything.
Yes.
So it's more like the Fulani then we were having issues with your community.
Yes.
And then what your mom did is actually like, should I use the word out of line? Or it's something totally someone else wouldn't have done. Considering the fact that maybe you killed me or you killed a friend of mine, maybe I shouldn't be saying hi to you next time. I shouldn't be saying hi. And then I shouldn't be surprised at your age, maybe you actually thought of that.
At my age, at that moment, even me, when I grew up and my mom reflects, every day she meets me, she keeps reflecting on that
very story.
I kept asking myself, who would have told me such kind of words to bring out to her? So from that instance, I've already discovered I have a gift. In that aspect of fighting for the freedom of the people.
I actually like that. That's nice. Freedom. I think we all deserve to be free. And then you also remember. I also remember clearly you talking about your music is different. Of course, your music is different. A few people do reggae in this part of the country. Afro is more of what dominates the music industry out here. You're doing Afro right now. I think you talked about how you present your music. You talked about how addiction and drugs has covered the whole industry. How do you think you inspire the music industry, or how do you think your music inspire others? Because a lot of people listen to your music out there, right? Do you think you're actually inspiring people out there?
I think I'm inspiring people out there because my kind of music is unique and it's one of a kind. In this our generation, hardly will you find people doing my kind of music.
Sure.
Reality music is out of place. We have more of worldly music where they say bomb bomb here and there, forgetting about the problems the world is into, the crisis and whatever we have to deal with as reality. And I am coming in the gap to fill in the blank space. Yes. So that's just why mine is different from any other person out there. I'm more of a reality person. I give it to you real. Yes. Just the way it comes raw, I paint it out for you.
All right. Yes. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Man, Sound King is actually a nice time having you out there. Sound King is more of a preacher. He's more of a freedom fighter too.
Kind of.
Man, he has a lot of things I would have loved to describe him on that, but I think he's a wonderful person. Well, we have the guitar right here with us. How about you just give us a little bit of this?
I would like to say I would have loved to play it, but currently I don't have my combo here to connect it light and then get it put across to the people. But I think you guys will enjoy me more when I drop some of the couples of songs I'm working on currently now.
Crazy.
Yes. I did a lot of guitar work in there, a lot of voicing in there. I have 10 tracks by God's grace coming up soon to your listening. So I would like you to be a supporter of sharing and all that.
Actually, Sound King here is a very, very hardworking person in the music industry. I think lately he's been working on his album, and then you all should be expecting some crazy shit out there. Like, he's going to be crazy. I've seen him play the guitar myself. It was wild. Like, I wasn't actually expecting him, and the sound was great. Great. So you all should be expecting the music from the album. I don't know what the album is. I don't know what the name of the album is. We are all kept in suspense for now. But you all should be expecting something great. And then after this very interview, I think we'll be dropping short clips of those very videos or those very songs. And then I'm very sure you enjoyed, especially for you, those of you that don't love or don't know about freedom. Soon enough, you know about freedom. And you might not know you're bound, but here is Sound King, man, presenting you freedom. I hope you all have a nice time out there.
I will end this by saying a lot of our parents at the beginning of every choice in life tends to choose a profession to their children. Of
Okay.
which this has always been a trouble in the world currently now, because there are some professions that are going through difficulties in achieving the assignments that God has created them to achieve, based on the trend going on, parents trying to convince their children, you have to study medicine, you have to study economics, if not, I'm not going to pay your school fee. Yeah. I'm not going to sponsor you to the studio. I'm not going to do this for you. Sure. Of which this has been a very big problem in the world. If you look at the music industry, we've lost a lot of people who would have made good impact in the music industry because of the choice of career for children and all that. I want to really advise parents should please look into their children. There is always something to pick out of whatever a child is to do. Yeah. So we should encourage people to go out there, give out their talents, and then encourage them in your own little way. If a child tells you he wants to be a teacher, sponsor him to be a teacher. Yes, there's a reason, there's a call for him in that particular place. And there is never going to be a time that that child will run dry.
Definitely.
Yeah. Some people enter into music with just one contact of a destiny helper,
and it changes everything.
It changes everything.
Whoa.
Yes. And then this part of music that everyone looks in out there because of the way society, most of the musicians have brought themselves too low. Yes, by virtue of the way they live their life. Many live a kind of
reckless life.
Many live a luxurious life. The life you don't have, you fake it. Yes, of which many of our parents tends to see music as a bad thing.
Okay, so let me just come up with this question real quick. How did you deal with music yourself coming up as a child? How did your parents actually approach that? Because music has been something that, we have had this narrative in our society where if you're a musician, you're actually a bad person. Or, with the vices surrounding most artists, with what we see on TV these days, with what we see on Instagram, on social media, it gives us a different perspective of what music and artists themselves are. So how did you come up with all those challenges? How did you thrive in the music industry?
Yeah, I would want to say it's not really an easy one ongoing. Yeah, from the day I started, picking interest in the guitar, to start learning, then joining the choir and all that, it wasn't just an easy journey.
I want to know your parents' reaction, because your parents have to be a great deal of your life, I think.
How
did they react to when when you told them you wanted to do this, you want to do music? What was your mom's reaction? What was your dad's reaction?
Yeah, my mom doesn't really have much problem with it because she's a lover of music. But good music. She's a lover of music, but good music. Any music that can bless another person positively, she encourages it.
I understand that.
But anything that goes negative, she discourages it. So at a point, I have a choice for fighting for freedom, of which is a positive thing to the society, and the
whole supported.
Yes, she's supported. She doesn't criticize me on that. But to my dad, it's a big deal. Because my dad wanted me to become a doctor. Yeah, right from time he would be calling me Dr. Imbe Ite. In Kuteb language. Yes, in English means doctor, father of the house. Yeah, so I was coming up with this mindset. You have to become a doctor, you have to become this. But along the way, I know that I'm gifted in
music.
All
this time.
Yes, I know that my gift is music. I can sit down and without you teaching me music, I can produce the music that will shock you.
That's beautiful.
Yes, without sitting down to say I'm following this person to copy or copyright. No, mine comes naturally. I can just sit down. Once I hold any instrument, there is an inspiration for it. Yes. So my dad wasn't an encourager of the music itself. It wasn't in support. I remember one day that I went to pick up acoustic guitar from my friend because he used to teach me, and I have to hide.
While doing this?
Yes, while doing that. I would tell my dad I'm going for prep lessons. Yes, these evening lessons they do in secondary school. Then I would just branch out and then branch to my friend's house I don't want my dad to watch this video because he's going to feel like I really cheated. No, but the fact remains that my gift, my potential has always been pushing me to where I am supposed to be.
Yeah.
Whether you block me here, I have my way of
another way.
Yeah, of getting back to it.
I like that.
Yes, nature drags me to it. Music chooses me.
Wow.
Yes.
I like, maybe that should be a quote or something.
I think so. We are producing it out to the world.
That's beautiful.
Yes. So at the point I brought the acoustic after learning from my friend. I said, let me come and try it at home. Okay. At that time they were teaching us, oh Lord my God, how excellent is your name. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Simple choruses.
Yes, you just be those so kind of do fa, do so, do fa kind of movement. Okay. So I said, let me come to the house and do one or two. Maybe my father will feel so happy and kind of clap for me. Okay. When I came with the acoustic guitar from the gate, when my father sighted me, he said, Rimam Sikwe Ruba. That's in Kuteb language. Yeah. In English, it says Rimam Sikwe, Sound King, come here. Okay. Yeah, when an elder tells you that, you should know that two things are involved. Yeah, either your Genesis is good or your Revelation will be bad. Yes. So that kind of feeling, I just summoned courage. Okay. Went to him.
All right.
He now said, if you didn't return this acoustic guitar,
okay,
you won't stay in this house. You won't sleep in this house. And that was a huge problem because at that time I was so in love with it.
Okay.
But at the point, I'm somebody who likes respect.
Okay.
I have to respect my dad.
Yeah.
Take out the guitar. But at the process of respecting, I don't kill myself. Okay. I don't kill my talents. I don't kill my gift. Trying to please man, I should also try to please God.
How do you draw this line of respecting your parents and then still building up our career? Because the truth is, a lot of our parents are not actually in support of what we do.
Yeah.
And then I think this is the more reason we do the sneaking around and whatever. But you know, your parents sometimes might be the people right in front of. They might be the stumbling block right in front of your dream. You understand? So how do we actually respect those people and still keep on chasing our dream?
Yeah, there's a way you put a respect across somebody that even when you're doing what he doesn't like, okay, he will have no choice than to end up leaving you. Just do your thing.
Okay. At some point.
Okay. Yes. Because when he saw that I returned the acoustic guitar back, okay, came back, but I didn't. From that day, I ceased bringing the acoustic guitar to the house. But anytime it's time that is for my prep, I go 2 hours before the prep class to where I want to learn that, because it's a positive thing. It's not a negative thing. Had it been it's a negative thing I'm putting across, I think it's a bad attitude doing that. But since it has to do with my life, he has lived his life, and I have my life to live. Since it's a positive one, I program myself 2 hours for this, other hours for my school. Yes. Okay. Then at the point in time, it came to a time where everyone left our church. The band people who play guitar and all that left the church, and we were asked who will come and help to train these guys. Already my training that I did there became now very important to look at. Okay. That was when I hold the bass guitar. I said, let me try something.
All right. Okay. And that's actually how you started.
Yes. My father is an elder in the church, RCCN Bali, and then he was like, I really enjoyed your guitar, and that day they gave me reggae. So I really expressed myself.
How did your dad's reaction actually? Because a lot of kids out there are waiting for their parents' approval. You understand? It's actually nice when our parents are happy seeing us what we do. You understand? Okay, so how did that motivate you when your dad actually got happy with what you do?
Yeah, it motivated me. Okay. Yeah, from that day I just pick it up upon myself. Anytime it's time for rehearsals, I don't remind myself. My dad reminds me.
I think we have said a lot already. I think, and then we will come to a conclusion. So in conclusion, I think, what do you have for everybody out there who's struggling to build up a career, come up, do music, and then they have oppositions from family, from friends, and a lot of stumbling blocks on the way? What do you have to tell them out there?
Yeah, what I have to tell everyone out there is, in anything you do in life, it's your own thing.
Okay.
but in your own thing, have respect for everyone around you.
Okay.
Don't look down on anyone. Don't look down on your parents, on their decisions and whatever. But first of all, discover your calling in life. Discover why you are born to do this.
Okay.
If why you are born to do this is greater than their excuses,
I like that.
don't give in to their excuses.
I like that.
Give up to their excuses and keep pushing on. One day, one time at a time, everyone will accept you just the way you are.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, it's nice having you here.
Thank you.
It's nice
So nice having you too.
Actually, something has poured a lot of wisdom, man. His story is actually inspiring. His story is inspiring.
Thank you, sir.
And then we'd love to have you sometime again.
I would love to have you too.
I think we'll be expecting your album. We'll be anticipating your album so much. Man, it's nice having you on the show. Once more, it's Divine Official. And who do we have here?
We have Sound King, Secret Smart here, the
King.
Reggae Master.
Man,
I'm a king of reggae.
All
pushing on to see Lucky Dube one day in heaven.
Sure. See you all out there, man. You all have a nice time. Thank you very much. Peace.